Welcome to the Delmarva Almanac. Each week we connect you to the best of Delmarva. I'm your host, Dana Kester McCabe. Fall is perhaps the best time to get your culture fix on Delmarva. There's so much going on. The big kickoff every year seems to be the last weekend in September. That's the weekend of Sunfest at the Ocean City Inlet parking lot with 4 fun-filled days of music, food, arts, and crafts. It's also the weekend of the annual Berlin Fiddlers Convention, where downtown Berlin is blocked off for concerts and competitions between amazing bluegrass musicians of all ages. It is free, just bring your own seating. While you're there, you also see talented visual artists from across the region. They're there to compete in the Paint Berlin 6th Annual Plein Air Show at the Worcester County Arts Council. And in Hartley, Delaware, that weekend is the 25th Annual Delmarva Folk Festival with 2 days of music, camping, and family fun. If you want to see really great fine art, then there are wonderful exhibits all over Delmarva this fall. For the next 3 months, Art in the Fields Gallery in Berlin will feature prints by 20th century artists including René Genis, Ilya Bolotowski, and the king of Art Deco, Erte. Also during that time, you can see the Harvest Art Show at the Mispillion Art League Gallery in Milford. At Bishop Stock in Snow Hill, the September featured artist will be painter Jim Rehak, followed in October by Martha Graham and Luis Dozenberg, and Scott Dolby in November. Art shows in September include the Handmade in America exhibition at the River Arts Gallery in Chestertown, where they'll have a variety of work created by local and regional artists in ceramics, metal, jewelry, fiber arts, and wood in both small and large scale. This month at the Gibby Center for the Arts in Middletown, Delaware, it is the Guild by Association Annual Members Exhibit. Also during September, the Rehoboth Art League will have their 7th Regional Juried Biennial exhibition, and artist Robert Rath will discuss his project Pieces That Remain, Steel from the World Trade Center. Saturday, September 17th is the first ever Downtown Festival of the Arts in Elkton. September 25th is the Dorchester Center for the Arts Showcase in Cambridge. And beginning September 27th, see the exhibit titled Dwellings at the Newark Arts Alliance in Newark, Delaware. The Milford Arts Community will celebrate the nationwide American Crafts Week October 1st through the 15th. All during October at the Mosley Gallery on the campus of UMES in Princess Anne, you can see 30 Years of Comics by Paris Cullins, creator of DC Comics' Blue Devil. This will be followed in November by Cheryl Namazi Photography. The October exhibits at the Ocean City Center for the Arts will include an abstract show. Featured artists will be Evan Fitzgerald, Damon Pla, Maria Gayhart, and Dot and Bob Truitt. In November, they'll have their members' juried show, students of Barbara Doyle Schmid, and work by Debbie Dean Coley, Ashley Brown, and Kathy Hugel. Also in November, see the Small Wonders juried exhibit at the Worcester County Arts Council in Berlin. Like the visual arts, there is a great deal of music to enjoy here this fall. Many of our clubs and commercial concert venues have great lineups. Beginning this month, both Salisbury University and Washington College will start their fall concert series. Both have an impressive list of live concerts being given by diverse and world-renowned artists, performing everything from classical to world music, hip-hop, and bluegrass. Many, though not all these events, are free. On September 17th, the American Spiritual Ensemble will perform at the Asbury Church in Salisbury. September 21st is Blues on the Bay at Mackey's Bayside Bar and Grill in Ocean City, the proceeds of which will go toward building a coastal hospice at the ocean. The Mid-Atlantic Symphony Orchestra will start their fall season on Delmarva September 29th at Easton Church of God and October 2nd at the Ocean City Performing Arts Center, with Of Tragedy, Love, and Victory. This will include Guillemot's Symphony No. 1, Wagner's Tannhauser Overture, and Tchaikovsky's Symphony No. 4. On October 1st, the United States Marine Band will perform at the Ella Fitzgerald Center at UMES in Princess Anne. That day is also the monthly First Saturday event in Salisbury featuring the Saltwater String Band. And on October 14th, it's the beginning of the Fall and Winter Concert Series by the Delaware Friends of Folk and First Heritage Park in Dover, Delaware. There really is nothing like live music or theater. The annual free Shakespeare production given by the Brown Box Theater will be the romantic drama Cymbeline. Bring your own seating when the players come to Salisbury, Snow Hill, Chincoteague, Berlin, Ocean Pines, Pocomoke City, Rehoboth Beach, Ocean City, St. Michael's, Princess Anne, Chesapeake City, and Lewis. Salisbury University's fall theater season includes The Country Wife, presented in October, and Clybourne Park in November. Also in Salisbury, the community players will bring Beauty and the Beast to the stage in November. The fall season of the Prince Theater in Chestertown will include productions of A Delicate Balance and The 39 Steps. And the Second Street Players in Milford will present productions of Blithe Spirit and Charlotte's Web this fall. There is a variety of home, food, and garden events this fall. September 18th is Eat in the Street in Milford, featuring a farm-to-table dinner served at a long harvest table down the middle of Walnut Street. September 22nd and 23rd is the annual Sandcastle Home Tour presented by the Ocean City Art League, featuring 10 beautiful homes in the Ocean City area. September 24th is Farm to Fork at Sanger Barn in Centerville, with dinner by Paul Gunther Catering, music, square dancing, and a raffle. Also on September 24th, check out Dock on the Bay at Summers Cove Marina in Crisfield, with historic fishing vessels, seafood cooking and catching demonstrations, live music, and a Blessing of the Fleet ceremony. October 9th is the Milford International Food Festival. Whether your heritage is German or something else, if you enjoy beer, check out Berlin, Maryland's Oktoberfest October 15th. They'll have German bands, local brews, and lots of fun. For more beer celebration, October 29th is the Shorecraft Beer Fest at Sunset Park in Ocean City. Also in OC that weekend is the Autumn Arts and Crafts Fair and Home and Condo Show at the Ocean City Convention Center. Many events this fall celebrate our local heritage. On October 1st at First State Heritage Park in Dover, enjoy a day of historic theater vignettes and other heritage programs about some of Dover's influential families from the past 300 years. That weekend is also the Chesapeake Celtic Festival, when Furnacetown will be transformed into Brigadoon with flags and banners flying, sounds of bagpipe music and dancing feet, and the wonderful smells and tastes of Celtic food and drink. October 8th, visit the Ward Museum in Salisbury for the Chesapeake Wildfowl Expo. As you're listening to this, the 39th annual Nanticoke Powwow is going on right now in Millsboro, Delaware. Today and tomorrow they'll have traditional dance performances, food, and crafts. If you miss it, next month on October 15th and 16th, check out the Accahonac Tribe's 23rd Annual Healing of All Nations Festival and Powwow. That's at Benningwater Park in Marion. October 24th through the 31st is the Ocean City Life Saving Station Museum's 7th Annual Locals Appreciation Week with free admission. One of the most interesting heritage festivals here on the peninsula each fall is the Sultana Downrigging Weekend, October 28th through the 30th in Chestertown. This tall ship and wooden boat festival is now in its 16th year. See the waterfront packed with schooners and other wooden boats. Listen to performances by world-class musicians and hear fascinating lectures by nationally recognized authors and filmmakers. Halloween weekend has many spooky events where you can have fun but also learn about our local history. There are numerous Chesapeake ghost walks held around the peninsula and heritage lantern tours in Dover. One of the bigger Halloween celebrations that weekend is the Sea Witch Festival that spreads across Rehoboth and Dewey beaches, where they'll have guided heritage hikes, a parade, pony rides, games, a Fiddler's Bluegrass Festival, and much more family fun. On November 1st, Salisbury University Art Galleries will feature filmmaker Chris Lynn and a selection of short films shot in Chance and Deal Island. November 5th is the 7th Annual 18th Century Market Fair on the Green in Dover. Also in Dover that day, learn about tracing your roots with local genealogist Judy Russell. The next weekend, November 11th through the 13th, is the Easton Waterfowl Festival. This highly regarded annual event is dedicated to wildlife conservation and art, and to celebrating life on Maryland's eastern shore. There certainly is a lot to celebrate all over the peninsula. If anyone tells you that Delmarva is a cultural backwater, they are sadly mistaken. We have everything from highbrow to lowbrow art and entertainment. And all these events that I just told you about are just a fraction of what is happening here. Get links and details for these and many more at delmarvaalmanac.com/events. Well, that's all for this edition of the Delmarva Almanac. Be sure to follow us on Facebook or Twitter, and next week join us to learn more about our local culture and get connected to our natural wonders. We'd like to thank our community partners, the Friends of Delmarva Public Radio, and our underwriters for their help in bringing this program to you, our audience. If you'd like to become an underwriter for this program, visit delmarvaalmanac.com/support. Our theme music was provided by Brightside Studio. This show has been a Moonshell production. Thanks for listening. Until we meet again, may the rhythms and tides of Delmarva bring you good fortune.